The purchase of fire retardant clothing for the power and light crew was strictly for safety reasons. This type of clothing was highly recommended for obvious reasons when working with electricity. The light department crew recognized the value of the fire retardant clothing and helped offset the $4,782 purchase by selling scrap metal in the amount of approximately $10,000. With respect to hiring a consultant for the implementation of performance evaluations, which had not been done for over 15 years in the city, the code gives the authority to the city manager to make all purchases under $30,000. The finance director, the city attorney, and yes, the city auditors approved this purchase. Additionally, council never voiced any objection regarding the hiring of this consultant. LED lighting. The funding plan has always been to have the power and light department borrow and repay the loan through utility funds. Regarding the hiring of the consultants to do a safety audit for the light department, this was conducted within the charter provisions in the city's procurement ordinance. Again, the finance director, the city attorney, and the city auditors were well aware of this project. Council never objected to hiring the consulting firm. The improvements for the library were approved by the city council. Certain items were privately paid for by the Friends of the Library and so did not involve city funds. Moving on to Ms. Velasquez's allegations regarding a 2% pay increase for a city worker. Council approved a 2% increase in the 2012 budget for all city employees. Pay raises to the line foreman and the assistant line foreman were due to additional duties and were within the budget. The Power and Light Department received a fine. This is very important to Ms. Velasquez. Due to a deliberate malfeasance by a city employee. The employee was properly reprimanded, and that employee paid the fine. Due to the timely manner and in which the city responded to the incident, the fine was reduced from $1,200 to $160, an 85% reduction. Councilmember Bernardo. Councilmember Bernardo has been on the council since January. I met with him on several occasions before and after his election to help him ramp up on issues by giving him documents and copies of the budget and talking about current city issues. I offered to give him pending city issue updates and review the budget line item by line item, but he never did take me up on these offers. At no time has Mr. Bernardo mentioned to me that he was not receiving adequate information. Mr. Bernardo did attend our strategic planning meetings and had many opportunities to voice his concerns. My responses are according to Mr. Bernardo's statement. His first allegation is regarding council receiving information. Council has received more than adequate information to make its decisions. Additionally, council members generally consistently fail to follow up with requests for supplemental information and seldom forwarded their requests to me. Mr. Bernardo is also concerned with turmoil on the council and blames the city manager, of all things. As I have expressed to council before on several occasions, certain council members have issues with their constituents. The responsibility to bridge the differences with the public falls on the shoulders of the elected official, not the city manager. The mayor is responsible for maintaining order at council meetings. This is not the job of the city manager. Finally, Mr. Bernardo had concerns again with the LED lighting. The city attorney has, on several occasions, has expressed that there were no violation of city procurement policy regarding the manager's method of obtaining pricing for the LED light bulbs. You got to catch him in the right mood, Mr. Bernardo. What can I say? Councilmember Pondo. Mr. Pondo has violated the charter and in so doing created a hostile work environment by approaching department heads directly and asking if I have reprimanded them, seeking to find dirt, so to speak. He has questioned one department head in particular about procurement issues. This is especially true regarding the library, where he used his official position to threaten the librarian with the loss of her job. Again, Mr. Pondo, you did not evaluate me. Mr. Pondo has also threatened my job because of my choice of personal friends. Regarding your allegations about the power and light superintendent, Mr. Pondo, as city manager, I have decided the city council does not have the authority to demand a personnel appointment. Many of the issues we face here tonight are a direct result of certain council members' efforts to micromanage the city manager in violation of the city charter and codes. Mr. Pondo, you have issues with me regarding my requesting a public evaluation. I have every right to request a public evaluation. I offered that council evaluate me individually, one-on-one basis in a private setting. Council unanimously agreed to this evaluation procedure. Despite their approval of this evaluation procedure, and despite the fact that 3 council members did evaluate me, council persons Velasquez, Pondo, Reno, and then Mayor Garduno did not comply with their own directive. Concerning the GOCO grant for the new soccer field, this was an initial idea by which the school district was going to attempt to secure funding. The plan was to have a joint effort or partnership, including the city, the junior college, and the school district to file the grant. Back to our favorite subject, LED lighting. The LED project was conducted legitimately and within the confines of city policies. Currently, there is a federal mandate that has a 2014 compliance date. Funding for the enforcement of this mandate has been temporarily suspended by Congress for the federal fiscal year of 2012. Mr. Pondo also feels that there's chaos among members of the city council, and again, it's got to be the city manager's fault. Any atmosphere of chaos and distrust on council is created by council members themselves, not the city manager. The atmosphere of mistrust among council members that Mr. Pondo refers to has been in place for many years. If anyone doubts this, simply review the available videotapes of council meetings prior to my arrival. You will find constant bickering, rampant arguments, and absolute discord among council members on many, many occasions.